Well, a very good morning to you. I was busy having a tidy up, Jem. Would you believe? Not many people would believe me tidying up. There we go. There's the lid for that. But it does happen occasionally. Good morning. Welcome to Natasha Makes. It's Monday. It is Make It Monday. Oh, hand cream. That's what I so needed. We have got the most... Do you know what? I don't get excited about books that often. But when I do... Oh, and there's one that's dropped.
It's a goodie, isn't it?
It's a real goodie. And by a lady, I'm going to get this right. Okay, I do know how to say it. Debbie von Crozier. No, Debbie von Grabler-Crozier. Yep.
Well done.
You know,
Always
there or
good.
thereabouts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
I do know. I have said her name before, and she messaged me in actually after I said her name. She's like, "Yes, you got it right. You got it right." So she has made the most beautiful items in this book, and we love it because it's Take 2 Fat Quarters. Well, we all love a fat quarter. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So here it is. Let's have a little look at the book. This is what we're going to be making. So it's all about your fat quarters today, although we have put together some half meters because some of the fabrics are so gorgeous, you aren't going to want just one. Right?
Make one, gift one.
Make one, gift one,
Or
make
make one,
one,
sell
stroke
one.
one. Make one, sell one, yeah, absolutely. This, Gemma, was where I started and got super excited. Okay, because...
Not like you.
I know. Calm me down. This is your paper bag style lunch bag. And of course, what do we have? We have sewable paper.
I've lost count of the number of times you've said, I'm going to make a paper lunch bag.
Yeah, I know. And then there actually was a pattern for one. So I was like, well, that saved me a job.
Yes.
And then to Tim Holtz all over it. Has been fabulous. I'm not going to demo this today. I'm going to demo this tomorrow. Do you know for why?
Why?
Why is the question? Because I didn't have the right buckles. So the buckles arrive today. So they can go. So I can then demo this. So would you... look at it. Look at it. Yay. So you can do it like that. You can fold it over again. I love this. And do you know what else I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
Spoil all the surprises. I am going to eau-de-coat. Tomorrow when I do it, I'm going to eau-de-coat the lining so that it can be wiped clean each time. So it can be a proper lunch bag.
Well, that's a good idea.
Right?
Ever I heard one.
Right.
Not that we're mucky pups around here, but
we kind of are. Stuff leaks.
It so does.
It really does. So you can fold it over a couple of times and do that. But, yeah.
You'll be able to take it down the calf. Fill it with your goodies. Yes. Get your big bap in there on a Wednesday.
Get me a big bap. But I do need to get a proper buckle on it because that, quite frankly, is not going to do the job. There we are. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Because I heart it VV much, Gem. VV much.
Well,
and
if
also
you heart
just
it that much.
To get her?
If you heart it that much.
I do heart it that much.
Be done.
Do you want to have a look at some of the other things that are in here?
Yes, please.
I think this is just going to be the one that keeps on giving. Love it. So we have got lots and lots of different projects in here. Lots of reasons to get all of your fabrics out. Whip them out, everybody. Lots of explaining of how to do stuff. Zips et al. So we can have a look at those. We are going to make today this. Right. What I'm going to say is I made this almost. A variation on a theme. It was going so well, but it was also very early in the morning, on a Sunday morning. So what I'm going to say to you is, Debbie put centimetres before inches.
And we're all about the inches, aren't we?
We're all about the inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I might have misread because I was in a little bit of a hurry. So I don't quite have the depth here that I should have. But it's okay because I'm going to rectify that today. Amazing. But look how gorgeous that is.
I think this is actually one of the favourite things of yours that you've made in a while here.
Do you know it is because of this fabric?
It just looks great.
We half me to heaven this.
Yes.
And people sort of went, meh. And I'm like, what is wrong? This is one of my most favourite fabrics. ... in a long time ... ever.
Well,
but I can just say
Karen
that should not have been 2.5 inches. That should have been an inch.
That there Karen popped up and said, "Is this new Lisa Chandler I see before me?" And I can kind of see why.
No, there's no metallic in it.
Beautiful, but there is no metallic.
So we're going to make this today, and I'm going to make it properly today.
Excellent.
I have added in a little bit of extra. This was how we half meat heavened it, wasn't it?
It was with duck egg.
Yeah, with duck egg.
Yeah.
So I've used the duck egg for my lining, which is rather gorgeous. And I'm going to actually use this for storage because I heart it again. Vivi much. There it is. There we are. So we're going to make that. In fact, it stands really nicely as well because it's got a lot of that oomphy stuff in it, otherwise known as interfacing.
Oomphy stuff.
Jen, we all need some oomphy stuff. I'm not going to lie. So they're two of the mates. I'm going to be coming back to this book because the beautiful thing about it is that I found I'm learning, and I love to learn. And I think I'd plateaued a bit, and I need to just up my level a bit. Up level, Jem. That's what I'm doing. Up leveling all over the shop.
Proud.
Then, when I've made that, because it's not a very long make, if I do it correctly, Jem is then going to come on and make out of 3 fat quarters. Where is it?
What, the scarf that I made you over the weekend?
Yeah, where is it?
I think Jane's got it because there's a little turning through gap.
Jane?
Yeah.
I
can hear her with the scissors though. So
I bet she's wearing it. I bet you anything you like, she's wearing it. I changed my top and everything to her with it.
Yeah. Give her a nod.
So here's what we've got on the show for you today. Should we say, hang on, Gemma.
Say
We've
hello to
been
people.
really rude. I've got overexcited.
Do you want it? It's still pinned.
It's still pinned. Could we unpin it, do you think? Because,
Yeah, just
I am that
turning through
person.
gap at the back.
You don't want to poke yourself.
I'm just a bit fussy like that.
Yeah. You don't want to.
Thank you, lovely Jane.
Shriek.
So this was the second pattern that Gemma ever wrote for us.
It was.
And it was inspired by that there. Oh, look at it. That there, Brandon and Cave.
They asked me to write something.
They did.
You don't
Yeah.
say no,
Wow.
do you?
What happened was they sort of asked me and you went,
Yeah.
but I've already done that.
Yeah.
So I went, great.
Yeah.
They've asked you then, haven't they,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
And you went, yay.
Yeah, I take that.
So,
Like,
and I loved it. And you had this on with a lift. Well, not this one. You had a different one on. I'm just putting my mic out the way so I can arrange myself beautifully.
yeah, sorry about the rustly noises she'll be making next to that mic.
Well, try not to. And when Brandon said about it, now our pattern shows you how to do this. I'm going to come up under there and re-mic myself on the Hocker Size Mums. Is that okay, everybody?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, we'll find out.
There we
Won't we? You had this with the little vest top and a cardi. Looked amazing, but you had it in oranges. Vicky made it for you, didn't she?
Vicky made me one for my birthday. It was one of the first things she'd made sewing wise.
So we're looking at a beginner make.
Really a beginner make. It's
And she
brilliant.
just left out the pom-pom trim.
Yeah, she's not a fan.
No, so when Brandon, because we made this initially with on a Brandon show at the old studio, and he came up and we had a lovely day, and yeah, he was like, you want 3 contrasting fabrics. So we went with that, and I've remembered that. So let's find everybody first of all and say good morning.
I mean, that would be good. Let's hope everyone's here.
Oh, John Morgan's there. There we go.
Oh, good.
Straight off. Morning, Carol. Morning, Sean. Morning, Karen. I could do with a bit of oomph today.
Oh.
Karen, some days you just get yourself a good coffee. That helps me to oomph. Morning, Pam. Good morning, lovely ladies. Haven't been able to watch a full live show for a few weeks. Coffee and hot cross buns. Oh, do you know what? Freddie is all about the hot cross buns at the minute.
True story. Mr. Thomas eats them all year round.
Does
They
he?
sell them all year round.
Good.
Didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah.
Until, you
She's
know.
sitting comfortably. I'm not going to move until you're done. Well, that's good. Morning,
Ooh,
Jan.
lovely.
Morning, Maureen. Morning, Grace. Morning, Leanne. I remember making this scarf right at the beginning. It's one to come back to. It's just one. And if you haven't made it before, just keep coming back to it because it's a lovely gift. Morning, on holiday, so can enjoy having a nice cup of coffee. Oh, Susan, everyone's at the coffee this morning. Morning, Margaret. Morning, John. Thank you for doing my podcast. You were just amazing. Thank you. Do you know what, John? It was my absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. It was just... It's one of those things that I get told off for just dropping things into conversation. And people go, you've done what? When did you? What? So John decided he was going to have a chat with me and get it all out there. So we did. Morning, Jeanette. John, where can people find it if they didn't listen to it yesterday? Or if anyone's even interested. I don't know. Might not be. Morning, Myra. I changed all my mum's scarves into infinity. Not losing another of mum's scarves. No. Oh, Elizabeth, present. Good girl. Excellent. Oh, bear with, says John. Bear with. It's all good. Bear with. Morning, Natasha and everyone from a cold but sunny Howard. I love that Alison has to still spell it out for me phonetically. Howard. Because you realise I have no memory for retaining that information. Morning, Jenny. I watched the podcast yesterday. It was very interesting. Loved the interview with you and John. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks. Right, shall we have a look then at what we have got for you today? Here we go. I don't know why I'm singing to you. Right. Just imagine these in scarf form. We have got Jumble, we have got Dorothy, and we've got climbing geraniums, and I just think they are gorgeous because this pulls out that and that pulls out that, and it just works as a beautiful scenario. So we have got those. Option numero uno. These are all on today's show, by the way, so if you're on the website having a little gander, this is the one that Jem has made for me. And again, you've got your Hokusai's mum. Then we've got, you've got some Aboriginal dot, and then you've got flower net. Again, beautiful. And then we went for the oranges, because Jem loves a bit of orange. And the wisteria, always a favourite. Look at that. I'm going to take the sticker off and put it on the other side so I can show off my wisteria to its, And then again, we went with an Aboriginal. And then, caladiums. Rude not to, right? Because it pulls all the greens and everything from there. And it just... So it's enough of a contrast, but still within a theme. This was my other favourite. So far, they've all been my favourite. I've noticed that.
It's allowed.
Can't help it. I do love this.
I like them all.
They are all my favourites. But Jem, look at that.
Fab, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they're all striking in different ways, and it's a really quick make and a brilliant gift make.
How much are these coming in at? Did we put them on a special jobby thing?
Bear with. Shopify decided it was going to lose my quantities for me just as I was pressing go.
Oh, I love Shopify when it does that. So much fun. Thank you, Shopify. You are not our friend. Or you might just want, you might just want 3 fabrics that just go beautifully together. Like, we're not going to judge.
I mean, there should be $11.99, Tash, for a trio.
Right. What have we put them in at?
Well, I haven't pressed the go button yet. There is still time.
$11.99?
Yeah.
What about $10.99? Should we make it a nice little...
That's nice, isn't it? It's nice on a Monday morning.
Why not? Because you'd pay that for a scarf, wouldn't you?
Well, and also these are fat quartered. Like, you normally pay more for a fat quarter. So that's very good. Very good. Bravo.
Hurrah.
Hurrah.
Right. Now, ladies and gents, Juicy Juice is the man responsible for these. And they are beautiful. I don't know why I didn't spot before that his sort of marbly ones are all the colours that are in here. Why did I not spot that, Jem? What was wrong with me? I don't know. And also, so there I was trying to find the right colours, and they were here all along, staring me in the face. So this is just a smaller version, effectively, of this. But when these are gone, they are gone.
Ooh.
Because this is all that we have of them. That's it. That's all. That's your lot. I think we've got 3 of these, haven't we? With the grey. Look at that. Wow. 3 of those, handful of those, couple more of those. But then, if you want, you can get duos. And these are all, I love those two together. There we go. So that's the fabric for today, really, in a nutshell, if we had a
Quick whistle-stop tour there through the fabrics.
Yeah.
It's almost like you've got a fabulous book that you want to get on to playing with.
Gemma, please don't be offended, but I'm really hot in this scarf.
That's all right. No, but this is a good thing because it's a lightweight thing, but it does keep you nice and snug, you know.
It's really warm.
Yeah.
Everyone wants me this morning. This is what happens on a Monday morning. Is everyone's like, oh.
No, they are really nice. And actually, on a serious note, I had a friend who lost her hair, bless her, through cancer, and I made her an infinity scarf.
Oh, did
and
you?
She just said it felt a bit glam and nice, but it kept the back of her neck warm because, you know, she had hats.
If you're used to hair,
yeah,
you're used to hair.
She
And also,
got a lot
I've
of
had
hair.
far too many car crashes and riding accidents, so my neck is always the place that gets a bit
sensitive.
So for me, I always, if I'm not on air, I've got a scarf on, haven't I?
Yeah, you have always.
Always. Ever since. So they are today's fabrics, and they're going to look rather fabulous with all the makes in all the world. Right, before I start, there's one more thing to tell you about. Now, last week you guys went crazy for the blue and gold bundle that we put together because I know a lot of you are making to support Ukraine. So we took a whole load of cash off that for you to make it as affordable as we possibly can. That's what we can do to help. And then it transpired, of course, that the national flower of Ukraine is the sunflower. And
It is.
what do we have in abundance?
Some very beautiful sunflowery fabric.
So, again, in order to help, we've put a discount on this. So if you are making to support, well, I mean, even if you're not, to be fair, I know that a lot of you will, and there might be the odd one of you that goes, just want some fabric on a good deal. I'm not going to judge, I'm not going to know, am I?
No.
So,
But in the interests of making it accessible to
all of that,
a great
she
price.
said in the corner there. If you would like to get your hands on discounted Jane Sassaman, this was due to go in a project, but we've kind of cancelled that idea so that you guys can have it by the half metre on a discount so that you can get a making. Look at that, with all the bees. Love this fabric. And again, more sunflowery goodness. So you might want to be doing quilts, you might want to be doing one of these joint projects that I keep seeing people doing blocks and whatnot. These are all for you to fill your boots with. So if you're doing anything sunflowery, we've got a lot of sunflowers. This is what I mean, there was enough for another show here. But if you can make use of it, then do. And if not, then we'll make something else with it.
Ah, yeah, we have all the ideas.
We do have all the ideas because it's just so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it's bright and it's bold and it's cheery. And look, you've got a lot of this gold coming through here. So they've got some of those colours in there. Pull in a blue if you want, it'll go with it all. Of course it will. So these are all on the... Gemma, how do we find them?
I've just put them in the collection, actually, and any second now,
Any second
there will be a
now.
little link
There we
in
go.
the chat here to the collection. Or if you are watching on YouTube, you're not watching through Facebook, so you can't click the link, then you pop to the Natasha Makes website, natashamakes.com, and it will be on our Watch Live page or our Make It Monday page.
There you go. Can I just stroke this one again quite a lot?
I mean, are you asking permission?
This is what I like to do. Not ask permission, but stroke
No,
fabric.
never.
I'm not very good at asking permission for anything, to be fair. It's kind of what gets me in trouble, if I'm honest. There we are. Was it they say never apologise, never explain?
Has been said.
Yeah. And then the last 3 to show you. Oh, we don't have very much of this. Whoop, there goes me mat. But stunning, gorgeous with the stripes. Look at that. And rather luscious. There we go. They're the last 3. Less sunflowery, but still part of the collection if you're going for those colours. Yes, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Mix and match. They look great.
Jane Sassman, you are a clever old bean.
These scream summer, don't they? They're just gorgeous.
They do. They scream all over the place. Right. Should we make... I'm going to have to take this scarf off, you know, Jem.
Got lots that are loving a scarf any time of the year.
Oh, you got to love a scarf.
Yeah.
Well,
But you're under all those lights.
Even when you're on holiday, you know, the cold nights. Oh, there you go. Got a 1. Oh. Better mic myself back up again, don't I?
Good out.
There we go. As we were. Right.
Oh, John's giving us all the information on our beautiful fabrics that we have today. So Juicy Juice's fabrics.
Oh, John's a big fan.
Yeah. His nonna, so his
Nonna,
grandma,
yeah.
passed away recently. He wanted to pay tribute to her. So those gorgeous floral patterns are from the Nonna range. The marble effect ones are from the Pietra range. And that marble design is in fact scratches on his grandmother's coffee table.
Amazing.
In fact, I know that the white sort of marble version is called coffee table. That's the colourway.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
But I love stories like that. And
Yes.
it's just, it makes it all so personal, doesn't
Agreed.
it? We love it. We love it a lot. Right. Do you know what else we love? We love this. So you can make this out of canvas, but why would you when you've got such beautiful, beautiful fabrics going on here? And I have cunningly, well, on one of them, I've kind of fussy cut like that. I'm just going to give it a quick press. That's what I'm going to do, Jem.
John's very helpfully put a link to your podcast interview with him into our...
Ah, amazing.
feed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
And Karen says that her scrummy Cafe Lake Blossom fabric has arrived with the postie this morning.
Yeah, enjoy. Right, these are going to go together like that. It just pulls out all those rich colours, doesn't it? Blah. We've put these together in 1/2 metre bundles so that you can fussy cut. I fussy cut one placement, and then I wanted to, out of the rest of the 1/2 metre, get another 2 bags. So one side is fussy cut on both my bags and the other no. But you can. And then you've got lots left over. And there is lots left over with this, absolutely. So right sides together, and we're going to just stitch down. So if you are going with a sort of a pattern anywhere, then just, if you want a fussy cut, then you can. I'll make sure I've got that on my front. That's what I'm going to do. Do you know what I've gone with, Jem?
What?
I have gone with a beautiful golden coloured thread today.
Fabulous.
It helps if I turn it on.
I think power's always an asset.
Throwing it out there always helps. Yeah. Here we go. You can pin this.
Oh, Ali B says, oh heck, the fabric you have in front of you has just fallen into my basket, Natasha.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. It would be rude not to. This is all I've got of it. I don't know if John's got any more, but this is all that I've got. And when it's gone, it's gone.
It is indeed.
We've got a couple in 1/2 metre heavens left, but that's it. And that's just with a plain fabric though. Whee! There we go. So, but I would really recommend the book. It's rather lovely.
Do you know that book is $9.99?
Oh, come on.
And
really? How many makes are there in there?
The number of makes in there
God,
is
blimey.
crazy for $9.99. You'd
So
pay
I would
that
have
for
a
one
book.
pattern happily, wouldn't you, if it was a
Yeah.
really good one?
Yeah. Easy.
To be fair, I've paid that for a pretty poor pattern before, and I don't think I've really batted an eyelid. I've just made something and gone, very good. That was fun for 10 quid. Lovely.
Thank you very
But
much. Cheaper
this
than
is
a trip to the
great
cinema,
book.
right?
I know, exactly. It really is. But an entire book full of projects for $9.99.
Gotta love it.
Can't complain,
Gotta
can
love
you?
it. So, then, you can interface this. Now, what Debbie has done, what Debbie did, I'm using up all my scraps. Sorry, can you hear Margot? She's having a little shout at everything that goes past.
That's not the Dog's Trust.
Yeah, it's not the Dog's Trust. The hounds, they are being security hounds today. Our poor dog walker got bitten by a stray. Did I tell you that, Jem?
You did.
So she's off having an operation today. It's quite nice having the girls here, actually.
Yeah, it is. They are shut away, everybody. They're not running riot around the
Oh
warehouse.
gosh, no, they're not going near
in
the
contact
fabric.
with your fabrics. They are in their
They
own
have a
room.
separate room, yeah,
They
which was
do.
always actually part of the plan when we came here, because it's a very dog-friendly plot here.
Yes.
And they have like a dog park and everything. So it was always going to be part of the plan was that the dogs would come to work with me. And they've got their little beds. I'm using my offcuts, so bear with. You will actually get pieces that are the right size. But I don't like to throw anything away in terms of the old H640. So what I'm doing is I'm just very quickly pressing, and then I'm going to cut back and then press it properly so that I don't gunk my iron, because as ever, my pressing sheet is somewhere else. Useful, right, Jem? Very, very useful. Now, I'm using H640, but if you want to get this, you can use, if you do this with a canvas. Actually, I've got some nice canvases somewhere. If you do this with a canvas, then you probably won't need the H640. Actually, Debbie uses H630, but we've run out of H630.
The only difference with that is it's a slightly lighter weight, isn't it, the H630?
Just tiny bit.
Yeah. It's really
And the
not
thing
enough
is,
in
half
it.
the time I've used it and I haven't realised
No.
that there's actually a difference.
No.
So I really wouldn't worry about it at all. At all.
Julie's having a doggy day as well. She says, morning peeps, watching on the big screen today. Bit
Yay!
of doggy grooming in progress.
Yeah, but have you seen how much hair our dogs have got? Like, I mean, there's some serious hair going on there. I thought Maudie was bad, but with Maud it's more the lady beard. If you can
Yeah.
get the lady beard under control, then all is good in Maud's world. And she does, I mean, to be fair, Maud has her ablutions day once a month, doesn't
She
she?
does.
Where Dial Dog Wash rock up. And she can be heard many miles away,
Literally miles.
giving the old, whoa, whoa, whoa.
She really does. She protests very loudly.
She does.
She
all
likes the
over
world
shop.
to know.
That she does not wish to be clean.
Just makes me chuckle how Margot will go leaping around the garden with this gleeful look of, ha,
Right.
I don't have to do this.
It's not me. It's not me. Ha ha.
So
Get me with
funny.
my short haircut.
They're so sisters. It's hilarious.
They are a funny pair.
I really love this bag, and I've just twigged you'll now have two.
I know, right?
One.
One correctly made and one less so.
And one that I can give a good home to.
Give a good home to. In the meantime, we're going to make the strap. Okay. Fold it in half. So this is just like making your binding, but we'll get this just done and dusted and out of the way. Then we'll finish off interfacing the other. I mean, this is a very, very quick make, Jem. We like a quick make, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We love a quick make.
Because it made me feel like I'd actually achieved something, and it meant that my prep was done. It meant I could
Yeah.
walk the girls this morning.
I always say this, don't I? You know, but when you've got chronic illness as well, and I have days where I'm just like, yesterday was a write-off. I was really poorly, but I managed to put that one infinity scarf together in amongst sleeping, taking lots of painkillers, and just generally feeling like I'd been dug up that morning out of the ground. But I was able to look at that scarf and go, Natasha, I'll
Done
put that on
something.
tomorrow and I'll feel really pleased I achieved something.
Oh Christ!
So
do I
these
need to put
quick
back on again?
makes, they no, these quick makes, they have that for me. That and that's why, you know, again, beginners love a quick make, don't they? They can
We
take their
do.
time over it as well.
It's still really hot. And also if you've forgotten someone's birthday,
Mm-hmm.
or you're going to see someone and you just want to take a little something. There we go. So quick top stitch down both sides.
Brilliant.
And then,
So smart in that stitching. Good
isn't it?
choice.
Just,
Good
yeah,
choice.
just had to happen. Would have been rude not to. And then, bear with, because this isn't my pattern. I now need to check. I think I chop 4 inches. Yeah. I've got to be super careful now because I keep reading the wrong measurements.
Centimetres versus inches.
Yeah, makes a difference.
Oh, it so does.
Just trim that. There we go.
There's recommendations flying around that any excess dog hair can be pinned on the line or left out for the birds to use as nesting.
Oh, yeah, we do that with horses.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see the birds come down and just,
Pluck it from the horse.
yeah,
Amazing.
cuts out the middleman.
Horses won't mind.
They don't care.
No.
They do not
Probably a
care.
nice scratch, actually.
Well,
A nice little, ooh, yeah, okay. Left a bit, right a bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
up and down. There we go. So now, what's she doing now? Good question.
Double interfacing.
Double interfacing,
Wow.
controversial, Gem.
No, I love it.
Controversial. But for the sake of a smidge, I just thought I'd cut through my pressing mat there.
How much would you have cried?
Quite a lot because
Yeah.
we're nearly out of these.
And I
They're
think we
nearly-
are out of that
Oh, are
size.
they?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh,
You've got to
gotta
look
make
after it
last.
better.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I know. Right, I'm gonna add some steam here because I want the steam to go through to melt my glue. You can. So in the pattern, Debbie's used Styleville, not the Styleville fix. So she's basted this on with a stitch. But I got me some glue.
You love a bit of fix
I do love a bit of
and
fix.
get it done.
Love a good
Oh, Jojo Peach is with us.
fix. Jojo!
And she says, morning team, I'm
Morning.
having a doggy day too. Trying to work out how to get the greyhound pyjamas onto my greyhound. They're beautifully
Wow.
made, if I do say so myself,
Beautiful.
but I don't think the fabric is stretchy enough. I might have to
Oh.
make a new satin jersey instead of the lovely paw print fleece I originally used.
Could you not add in some buttons?
Or poppers.
Poppers?
Little
Yes,
cam snaps.
poppers.
Cam snaps would be good.
Do
Could
you
make
know
it a
what?
two-piece with some cam snaps.
I saw. Yeah, you could just do like a tummy panel.
Yeah.
And I saw a great hack for getting cams out. You know how I always generally do them around the wrong way and then
Yes.
go, oh Jane, can't do it. And then try and do something really dangerous with a pair of scissors to try and get the cam snap off. Do you know what I saw? Guess what they used instead? Guess what they used? Guess
What
what,
did
they
they
used?
use?
Margaret knows because I know that I saw Margaret
Tell me,
commented on it.
tell me.
Shall I tell you?
Yes, please.
What they had used was a staple remover,
Oh!
but on its side,
Oh, shush, that's a really good idea.
and you could still use one of the sides.
Oh, I love it.
I know, we love a good hack.
I love it.
So I'm going to trim back again. Then do you know what I'm going to do?
What you can do.
I'm going to top stitch down both sides.
Gorgeous. Davina's just joined us. She says,
Hi,
I'm
Davina.
late joining.
Hi.
What book are you using, please?
I am using the It Takes Two. No.
Take Two
Fat Quarters, Bags and Purses. 16 gorgeous sewing projects that use just 2 fat quarters, and you get all your templates in the back as well. Not that you use it for this because it's just squares.
Debbie, for the
Easy.
purposes of finding it easily, I have popped it into our collection, which is tagged into this here Facebook post.
There we go. Beautiful.
Just
And I'm going to make
$9.99,
it
that one.
correctly today.
Yes.
Which Debbie is that that's just joined us?
It's Davina. Davina
Oh, Davina.
Eaton, sorry.
Sorry,
Did I say
Davina. You did
Davina.
say. And in my head, I heard Debbie.
No, Davina.
It's a great name, isn't it? Davina?
Yes. It makes me think, she must be leaping around full of energy and fabulous like Davina McCall.
Yeah, Davina McCall has been like the now what was the lady that always used to run around in a lot of lycra?
Annika. Annika Rice.
Yeah, she's like the modern day Annika.
I always think of you as like Annika Rice.
Do you?
I think if you were going to do any television programme that was going to be brought back from the past,
Yeah.
it would be Challenge Annika.
Not
I can
Abba.
imagine you jumping out of imagine you jumping out of a helicopter and running off and doing crazy things and then running back again and You know,
just
and it
Monday
seems
morning,
impossible.
darling.
Seems impossible, but yet you managed to do it.
Yet we
Yeah,
do
it would be
and
you.
yet we do it.
You love it.
We do love it. I think it's that crazy. There we go. Right,
Jane
there go
Washburn
the
says
scraps.
you need to get your washi tape out and put it over the centimetres in the book, Natasha.
Do you know what? Yeah, no, I do. I'm just not programmed for centimetres. Just not anymore. And that has been a bit of an eye-opener for me because I really thought I was.
And for the purposes of keeping this book nice for demonstration and display purposes, we've not drawn all over it. But if it's your own book, you could get a pen. Just go in there.
And just highlight the inches
Yeah.
rather than anything else.
This one. This is what I want.
This. Now, I made life really easy.
Coming up with alternative options on the rescuing of the greyhound pyjamas now. Myra said, couldn't you add an invisible zip along the side? There's options. Always options.
Do you know there really are?
Between
really
our
are.
lot, we'll find a way to save those there pyjamas.
How are you guys getting on with... Oh, they might have arrived by now. The the pay it forwards.
Oh yeah.
I wonder, you know,
I don't
if
know how many
there's
we've
somewhere,
got
because you know we said, you know, we'll send them to the Dogs Trust, and we absolutely can. But did you see all the footage of
left. Yeah, I was about to say this.
the Ukrainians leaving with their animals?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's somewhere that we can send them for that.
We've had another bunch of Pay It Forward projects sent in as well, like bibs and incubator blankets.
Love
and
it.
Pillowcase dresses and I think some of those could actually head out to Ukraine as well.
Yeah,
You know,
we'll see
pillowcase
what
dresses
we
and what
can
have
do.
you. You know, there's all sorts we could send out.
So we have
Made
top
up.
stitched, and it looks fabulous. Just so that everybody knows, it looks fabulous. Right. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is find my centre bit. I've got all the technical bits, Jem. Finding my centre bit.
Love it.
There we go. Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna pin that in place, or even baste it. It's up to you. Or clip. Oh, Gemma. Do you know what I've just seen?
Just
Cadbury's cream egg in one of my gift baskets.
Oh, shush.
I forgot about it.
Sitting
Look.
here listening to you chuntering to yourself.
No, I know, but look.
Is there more than one Cadbury's cream egg?
There's my perfume and a Cadbury's cream egg.
Hang on, is there more than one?
No, but you can
Right,
have
but
it.
you shouldn't mention these things unless you've got enough to share.
Well,
Think
you
that
can
one
have it,
through.
darling.
No, it's fine. I'm being
Have
good.
it.
Being good. But thanks. The offer was there. I appreciate it.
So all I'm doing is just pinning the big loop on one side, little loop on the other side, in the middle. It is a gloriously simple make, this. And do you know why I was drawn to it?
Go on.
Because, quite simply, I need storage. It was that easy.
I think that's fair.
Right sides together, we're going to sew round all three sides. I'm also going to pin it.
Great storage
No, I'm not. I'm
as
going to
well.
clip it. What?
Be great storage as well. I do this, you know. I make lovely bags and store things in them. I have big bags for wool and all sorts.
Do you know what? I bought a whole load of wrapping paper in bulk.
Mm-hmm.
That needs a bit of storage. And if you can match that up, so much the better. I would, because we're going through quite a few layers of interfacing, I'd possibly increase your stitch length a bit. Not going to lie, that's going to work. It's going to help.
Sounds like a plan.
Right, yes. Right. Good job. I'm going to sew round all three sides with a 1/4 inch seam, just so that you know. Should we do that?
Karen's telling us that her Pay It Forward arrived this morning as well.
Yay!
She is hoping to get on with them this week, but she's got her first craft fair of the season this weekend, so
Ooh.
she's surrounded by packing boxes at the moment.
Is the golden one going to have a little sneaky bed as well, Karen? Because we don't mind if you do have dogs at home or cats at home. We don't mind if one of them doesn't make it to charity.
Yeah, lovely blanket.
Charity sometimes begins at home, doesn't it?
Sometimes, yeah.
Not with my girls, because they'd chew it. So
No,
naughty.
absolutely. Little monkeys. Not so little monkeys, actually. Gaynor hadn't met the dogs before, had she?
No.
They're only small, Gaynor. Come and say hello.
She said, it's the size of a small horse. I went, well, actually, our small horse is smaller.
Van said, Great Dane.
Yeah. Just check that you have, in case anything's moved or wiggled. No, we are all good.
You got both sides? Good-o.
Yeah. I know, right? Happy days. I've
Bravo.
actually managed to sew in a straight line.
Well done.
I know.
You should probably consider this as a job.
What, can sew in a straight line?
Yeah.
Get me. Showing
All
off.
the useful, helpful hints that have come through for how to get these pyjamas to fit said greyhound.
Ah.
Wonderful. And then low pops up.
Oh, yeah.
You can't suggest liposuction for a greyhound. There's nothing there in the first place to suction.
No, and you couldn't get a skinnier breed, could
No,
you really?
not really.
You just don't see fat greyhounds, or if you do, they just look really odd.
Really odd.
Really odd. We had a lurcher called Jake, and he was always so skinny, bless him. Right, because I've now read the instructions properly, I've done that at 1 inch rather than the 2.5 when I didn't read it correctly. And then, oh, you can chuckle, Jem. You're up next.
I know, right? Yeah, and I love that. So, pop in this morning. Here you go, Natasha. I made you a scarf to wear on the show. Oh, you're going to demo that on the show? Good.
You knew. You came in with a full face of makeup. You knew.
I had a partial face of makeup. That's why I snuck out a minute ago to stick some lippy on.
Oh,
So I
did
didn't look
you?
like yeah, because I did a show when you were on holiday. And Meg was like, yeah, it was really great, Mum, but you look like a corpse. I was like, why?
Do you know
You
what?
haven't got any lippy on. You looked really pale.
That is just the joy of a daughter, isn't it?
No, they're brutal.
They are really beautiful.
And yeah, my hair tells everyone that I wasn't expecting to be on air this morning. So that's okay. It's fine. I'll
You
take one for
offered.
the team.
You offered. Oh, hang on. Do you know what might be nice? is
Change
if it
camera angles.
Actually switched. There we go.
Karen says the golden one has plenty of beds and blankets, so no, he's not getting one, but don't tell him. And these are
we
pet
can't
blanket
keep
kits. And
Come
that's
on.
the thing, isn't it? It's not like we've gone, oh, let's send you budget fabrics. We're sending you
No.
capes. These are amazing pet
They are
blanket
amazing.
kits.
Do you know what else is looking amazing?
Oh!
Bop, 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 bop.
You've got the correct size base.
I know, right?
Well done.
I know. Just patting myself on the back. I don't know if you guys, I've probably said this a lot before. I really struggle with other people's patterns. And I think it's just, well, it's twofold. It's firstly that I don't bother to read them properly, and it's secondly because I tell myself, because I'm ever so slightly dyslexic, that's my excuse. So I do give myself an excuse, which I probably shouldn't. I should probably just like read it properly and get over myself. But it has meant that I'm always super, super cautious with our patterns to make sure they're really easy to follow.
Yeah.
And put in lots of pictures everywhere. So this is one of the first patterns, apart from like Lisa Chandler and stuff, that I've actually found really easy to follow.
Oh, good-o.
So, and it's just that I was rushing, had a hospital appointment yesterday, needed to be out quick out the door. So I was up early making stuff, as you do.
What you doing here, Tash? What you doing here?
I'm drawing in my squares because this is my lining. Okay, so I'm going to do exactly the same as what I've just done. That's probably really bad English. It sounds quite clunky. But I'm going to leave a turning through gap. Thank you for reminding myself. And then we'll chop those bits out and we'll box the bottoms as per what we just did, Jem.
Like that. Like
what we just did.
Excellent.
I will now shorten my stitch length back. My foot has gone. I do look like I'm doing the splits a little bit.
Apparently my snigger is akin to Muttley.
Nah.
Which is nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
That makes you Dick Dastardly.
I mean,
Which I'm fine
okay.
with.
which you're fine with. Yeah. Isn't he very short with a beard?
No, I thought he was
And a
really
bit
tall.
chubby.
No, he was tall, wasn't he? And he'd got a funny little moustache, like a twizzly one.
I mean, if your name's Tash, right?
I know. It's another dress-up option for us, isn't it?
What, Dick Dastardly and Muttley?
Yes.
I mean,
You'd be a great Dick Dastardly. Look, there he is. There he is.
Owen! Yes,
Tall
yes,
and
yes.
skinny and yeah.
Oh,
and a
no, I could
fabulous
do that.
moustache
Who
and
am I
hat.
thinking of?
Don't know, but I think the hat and everything. It's all good.
Dick Dastardly.
Oh dear.
Gemma, we don't have any parties to go to dressed as this. You know, we're probably going to have to create them. And you know
Several
what
parties.
else? A lot of you on social media have seen the most incredible dress that Gaynor, our lovely Gaynor Godiva, made for a fancy dress party. I mean, she went all out, Marie Antoinette in Liberty. So if any of you are wondering why you couldn't get hold of some of those Liberty fabrics, because Gaynor made a whopping great big dress out of it. Perks of the job, right? And I put a photo. It's come into the studio. Did you see I nicked one of the? Had one of the mannequins from that there Ho Chandelier craft store, Crate and Craft. They were giving them away. I
So
thought,
add the fact in that they were giving them away.
they were
please.
giving them away. In fact, if you look in the bin, there's a little note that says, "Does Natasha want this mannequin?"
Excellent. Well,
And
that's
Natasha
better
did want that mannequin, and I drove home with it strapped to my passenger seat all the way home, which might have looked slightly weird. But I don't care, because I'm used to that, being the weird one. I'm comfortable with that, Gemma.
Yeah.
I've made my peace with being the weird one.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, Jane Gray wants to know who is Penelope Pitstop.
Oh, Jane.
It's Jane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely Jane.
I forgot about Penelope Pitstop. I love that I get Dick Dastardly.
Yeah, so
Like-
Dick Dastardly though.
I know, but I'm 6 foot blonde.
You've got to be the
Could I
villain.
not have been
No.
Penelope? I've
No.
got to be the villain. That's nice, isn't it? That's really charming. I'm never coming to you for a character reference. You've got to be the villain. Thanks, love.
You make a fabulous villain. Don't lie. If you were going to be in Panto, you'd always want to be the villain. You'd never want to be the princess. Don't
Do you know what?
fib.
I remember being really upset at school because once again we did a school play and I never got the romantic part. I just never did. Midsummer Night's Dream. I'm 6. I should have been Helena.
Of course you should.
I should have been Helena. Who do I get, Gemma? Who do I get?
Go on.
Come on. Who do I get?
Were you bottom?
Twice! Twice! Bottom the Weaver! Twice! I'm clearly just an ass.
Oh no.
It's fine. Totally happy with that. And actually, it was the best blinking role, in my humble opinion.
Yes, definitely.
And then one of my first professional jobs out of drama school was Helena in A Midsummer Night's Dream,
Oh, well,
and an
there you
open air production in that there Stratford. So
Bravo.
and I kind of went, oh, we should have been bottom now. But you and I should be Helena and Hermia.
Yes.
Yeah, you may be small, but you are fierce, my darling.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
I am clipping my edges, sort of, first. I always do that thing where I just pull it aside just to make sure I haven't really messed up the seam, the inner bit, the lining as it's sometimes known. Get my words out.
Well, sometimes you get to the lining and you're like, oh, come on and get this done quickly because I want to get my bag made. You know, you bosh it through the machine and no, you need to do it properly, all of it properly, really.
What she said.
Jane Gray says she needs to get a pay it forward kit because she has a dog stress down the road and she's sure that a few paws would just love a bit of cake. Cats homes as well, people. You know, these are pet blankets. We were very careful not to be, what does SJ call it? Animalist. We can't be animalist.
You can't be animalist.
We have to try and cater for all. And so all creatures great and small for your pet blankets,
I used
please.
to love that on a Sunday.
Yeah, we didn't watch that.
Didn't you?
No, we were probably too busy sat in front of the gas fire watching Bullseye while your family, you know, were Antiques Road showing and all creatures great and smalling.
Love all
It's
creatures.
the difference in our upbringing, really. I was
And
busy
yet we
watching
went to
someone
the
from
same
Telford win a
school.
speedboat.
Huh?
I was busy watching someone from Telford win a speedboat.
Amazing. Oh, whilst I was watching James Herriot with his arm up a cow's behind. I mean, I think your sailboat. I just need a pokey tool because I've taken the clip out and obviously moved everything.
Oh,
That.
what you done?
Jem, that's why we have them there pokey tools
We do. We do.
for when you need to poke stuff. Not me. So, slow and steady wins the day with this, is what I'm going to say. You can actually baste the straps in place before you do anything else if you want to, and then that just means you can take your pins out. It's one less thing to get in the way. But, you know, I didn't. And this is the other thing, right? When I don't have the pins and when I don't have everything else, if you have gone a little wibbly wobbly at any point, Jem, just go back round.
Yes.
Because what I know with this is that I love this machine, but, there is a small but. It doesn't have, you know, with the DX and the NX, you can just take it down to a really small neck. And I can't do that as easily with this. But when I don't have clips in the way, I absolutely can then fit that under there.
Yeah.
And that just makes it easier. So I will now just go round again with that sort of under there because it just gives it a more even what have you. Bear with me, caller.
And no one will know. Once it's turned through, no one will know how many lines of stitching
also
you did.
It is reinforcing
It is reinforcing.
my, and it just means...
Oh, we've got lovely viewers. We have lots of concern expressed for how our lovely SJ is doing.
Oh, lovely SJ.
And she's
I think
replied,
she's on the mend.
she is much better than she was. She says she's back to feeling herself again and she's got a tea in her hand. I mean, her mum knew she wasn't well because she was refusing cups of tea. It's a bad sign when our SJ refuses a brew.
She never refuses a brew.
Never.
She doesn't.
Never. And just, yeah, there's not
Nice
much
and
with
even.
SJ that you can't fix with a brew.
With a brew.
So when she wouldn't
Even when
have
her
one.
heart is broken when the cafes
Yeah.
run out of sausage rolls and,
And beans.
and beans.
She's not had sausage roll and beans for a bit. I think she's trying to prove how grown up she is, you know, with trying other foods and not just having sausage roll. I don't blame her. Sometimes there are comfort foods in that there Jane's Caff that you go, ooh.
We've all had them.
No, SJ is a busy bee this morning. There's a lot of emails around, so she's busy tapping away.
Good girl.
But she has popped in.
Right.
Popped in.
You can slip stitch that shut, or you can machine it shut. It's
Ooh.
up to you.
Sylvia, quite right. The watch and catch up natashamakes.com box is at the bottom left, and it is in the way of the sewing machine when you're on front view.
Oh,
Joshua, what's occurring?
Josh, why is it slipped back? It wasn't. We'd had it out of the way, hadn't we?
Well, the logo's moved, hasn't it? But there, the watch and catch up box is down bottom left.
Well, that needs moving.
Can you hear us, Joshua? What's occurring?
No.
What can we do? By tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Fix it,
There's
Josh.
our
Fix
deadline. Right. I'm just going to say, love this.
Oh, it's
and then you can
gorgeous.
top stitch around, should you wish.
Is that duck egg you've put in as the line?
It is duck egg that I've put in. So if you want to grab yourself a 1/2 metre duck egg, then do. You have enough. If you're just using your 2 1/2 metres, then you've got enough.
Yeah.
You've got plenty. It's just that I've made 2 now.
Yes. So you could have lined it with your Pietra, the marbly
And that's how
one. Oh, look.
it's meant to look. So it is worth, and you can just use your scraps. Like I used all my scraps of wadding and interfacing. But really, how good is that?
Fabulous.
And again, gift bags. You fill our gifts in there. You really can.
Brilliant.
You really can. I love it. Yeah, so if you misread it and you go 2.5 inches, what happens is that. But if you actually do it properly, what happens is that.
I like them both.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
That's the right one.
That's the correct
So
one.
tomorrow, everybody, we are going to make the lunch bag, all right, out of sewable paper because I love it, and we're going to Tim Holtz it and everything else, and we're going to Eau de coat it so that you can wipe it and reuse it always. Jem, do you want to come make something?
Well, I can. I mean, I've not used the Mini Beast before, so this will be super duper fun.
Oh,
Let's
have you
have a
not?
go.
Do
No.
you want me to swap it out for the DX? It's just there.
Well, it's up to you. Is it threaded up with
What,
the
the DX?
decent thread that I can, use with my bundle? Oh.
Which colour are you doing?
To be fair, your orange wouldn't be terrible. I'm using the Cafe Trio that has the Climbing Geraniums, the Jumble Ruby, and the Dorothy Red.
Oh, that's my other favourite.
I know, right?
Right.
Almost like.
It's almost like I'm going to have two.
Almost like.
Right.
I thought about it.
What do I need? I need to get out of the way. Guys, I'm going to leave you on a little shot of the book that I've just demoed from.
It's a good idea.
There we go.
There we are.
There we go.
The book that keeps on giving.
Yep. Yep. Sure is. Go on then, Jem. Wee.
So I'll have a go with this here, maybe, shall I?
Go on then.
Let's do it.
It's
Do it. What do
yeah.
I need
You
to
might
know?
want to
What's
just
the difference?
you might want to bring the foot pedal a little bit closer.
You're trying to say I'm little.
No, I'm just trying to say that I was doing the splits.
Okay. Yes, apologies for my attire. I'm in my scrubs and have not
That's
done
right.
my hair. I was not expecting to be on screen, but it's always a good idea, isn't it? So I have prepped, Tash.
Ah, look
Look
at
my
you.
prepping.
There you go. I'll put you on a there.
This scarf takes 3 fat quarters.
Well,
So
how advantageous that
That's
we
what
have
I've
it.
done. So I've literally just cut them back to make sure that they're all the same size. You do have sizes in the pattern, so that you can, actually size it correctly if you want to. But ultimately, just make sure they're all 3 the same size.
Ah, so Susan just says, what's the story re the quilt behind? This
Ooh.
starts next month as Jane's block of the month. It's the calendar quilt, and actually
Beautiful.
you can't see the bottom run, so there are
No.
12 blocks.
Oop, she says. So yeah,
And
we
that's
have
the
January,
story of that behind
February,
it.
March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and then we have very beautiful. I love this block with the pumpkins. October, November fireworks, and then lovely Christmassy December. Look at that one.
Oh, lush.
Just gorgeous, isn't it?
Margaret, she says, that is lovely. I like them both, the 2 bags. She said, which of Lisa's 7 bags designs is that? Well, are we any nearer getting Lisa's bag design book? Can I'm going to just say, I've got it. I have
They're
it.
beautiful.
I have it, but I don't have enough for you guys yet. So,
Amazing.
yeah.
Oh, I did not know you had this.
Oh, yeah, no, I do.
Having a little read of that with my lunch.
Yes.
Marvellous.
And also, Claire just says a pattern is a guide. Absolutely.
It is.
And
Is it? It is. Cool.
oh, and Ali's just grateful that she ordered the fabric now. When it's gone, it's gone. I don't have a lot of
Yeah.
it left, and that's it.
Nope. Very true.
We
Very
we
true.
do try, don't we, to not have sellouts, but occasionally you just can't help it. Is what it is.
If it's popular, it's popular. Yeah. Or popular, as our English says.
Popular.
Popular.
Yes.
She'll come in. This was very popular, wasn't it? We're getting some more. Knowing we can't get any more. Quite often it is something that's, sold out. Or
Yes, Cass, that is perfect bound. I have a feeling that Cass might have done some of that binding.
Look
Would
at
that
the
be-
beautiful thing.
Yeah, how far off the mark would I be with that, Cass?
quite.
Exactly.
Quite.
See, Cass has to join us via satellite because she's so remote living there in Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whereabouts is she? Do we know?
So she's really remote in Australia.
Okay. Cass,
Yeah, I know.
pop it in the comments.
We all
'cause
know that
don't
my geography is quite dreadful.
Mine's
Right.
not the best either. It wasn't my best subject.
I just remember having to draw maps and deciding to shade all the way around them so that they looked really lovely, and it took me forever, and I kind of went off it after that.
I just remember doing geography because my mother told me that history was remembering a lot of dates and Actually, I'm fascinated by history and I watch a lot of films that are history based now. But I let my mum go, oh no, you don't want to do history. It's too many dates to remember. And I despised geography. Absolutely hated it. Anyway, we digress again.
Time Team, one of my favourites. Tony Robinson, if he's not going to be Baldrick, needs to be rummaging around in a ditch somewhere.
Absolutely.
That's how we love him.
He does.
Right, Jen, what you got
I just wanted to quickly do this because, sorry, but look at these together.
Would you like me to change the angle?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yes.
Look at that.
Oh, yes.
So
well, that's why we chose them.
The whole point of these is that you kind of keep
gorgeous.
them as, you keep them as roughly rusticy as possible. When you've made one, don't press it. I mean, who doesn't want to hear that? Don't press it when you've made it. Just leave it and let it rock up and the more you wear it, the better.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just gets softer. Lo said, just a very quick Lo comment. She said that, it's along the geography line. She said that she was asked to do a show in Beirut, said yes, and then had to look up where it was.
Oh.
I mean,
Should probably check things before you say yes.
I know.
Anyway.
And I was talking to someone the other day that was like, I'm from Macedonia. I didn't know where Macedonia was. Do you know where Macedonia is? No, I had to go look it up as well. Thank you, Google Earth.
Is it anywhere
and
near
Cass
Spain?
says that she is currently flooded.
Oh, gosh. I hope
she's
you keep
in
safe.
Dungogshire.
Wow.
Is that...
Really? Has she made that up?
Is that...
Has she made that up just to make you say it, to make you look daft?
Dungogshire.
We're going to check it later.
I don't know. So 3 hours north of Sydney.
Beautiful.
Surrounded by water. Surely it doesn't flood in Australia. What's going on?
It's crazy, isn't it?
World's gone mad.
The world's gone very mad.
Very mad. What are you doing, Jem?
3 fat quarters, babe.
Okay,
3 fat
back
quarters.
to 3 fat quarters.
So we cut the 3 down so that they are all the same size. The instructions are all in the pattern, of course. And the version in the pattern, we do put a pom-pom trim in, as well as Natasha mentioned earlier. What I am doing is I'm just going to sew the 3 panels together to make one long piece. And I'm joining the shorter lengths because you've got a shorter one and a slightly longer one. Just make sure you match all those 3 up. And yeah, let's use our little friend the mini beast. Why
I think
not?
You're going to love it, Jem.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. She says.
Just have a look at
Pedal.
the stitch length.
Well,
is the round knobby thing with...
the round knobby thing says 2 and a bit.
numbers on.
2 and a bit.
Turn it just down to under 2.
She says.
So like about a 1.8 is where I'd be
Yeah, that's
looking
about
at.
there.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you're going to want to put the...
Needles there. Where's my buttons? I've got so used to the NX already. Do you know that?
You're going to want to put your foot down.
Foot down.
Yeah, here we
Yeah.
go. There we
So
go.
used to a button to put the foot down as well.
Well,
I had to use Vicky's very basic machine the other day, which is, absolutely fine. But I hadn't realised just how used I'd got to all the buttons that take foot down and needle down.
We call you a machine snob.
I am a little bit of a machine shop. You've got a thing on here that you push down to reverse stitch as well, haven't you?
I do have a thing.
Yes.
There. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one of those. So
go forwards.
I'm just going backwards for a few stitches because I've gone in too far. Right.
Go on
she
then.
says. Give it a whirl, shall we?
Yeah. It goes a bit quick.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
My seam's not as big as it should be really on here, but it's okay.
Margaret
really
says, I worked on a proposal to the provincial government of the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, so I know where it is. Margaret, yes. You are our pub quiz
anyone is
champion.
going to know, it's Margaret. We love
know.
that. We don't ever worry about anything anymore.
No.
Just ask Margaret.
Because we know. Just ask
I
Margaret.
flap this around so much that my pins have all
She's like our own personal Google.
She's like Ask Jeeves. I'm going to start calling her Jeeves. Do you
Forgotten
remember
about
Ask Jeeves? Yeah, I remember Ask Jeeves. She's Jeeves. She's calling me Muttley. She gets to be Jeeves.
Oh, was it Margaret called you Muttley?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Oh, well.
Apparently I sounded like Muttley.
Yeah.
Here you go, mini beast.
How's it working out for you there, Jem?
It's all right. Like I say, I've flapped these fabrics around so much to show how beautiful they are that my pins have all gone pinging everywhere. So I've just had to whip them all out now.
Oh.
Just, throwing it through with no pins in it and hoping nothing moves too much.
You're going to be all right.
It's all right. It's just a couple of straight seams at the end of the day, isn't it? I say this until you turn the fabric over and notice that actually the one had slid underneath and you've sewn through one side and not the other. Who's done that before?
Yeah, we've all done that.
It's normally when you're trying to throw things through quickly, isn't it?
Yes. Or in front of people.
With no pins.
With no pins.
With no pins. I absolutely adore this Dorothy red. We've got very, very, very little left now.
It's
So we've got our bundles, and that's about it, I think.
Do you remember the story behind Dorothy?
No.
Did I not tell you the story before?
No.
Oh. Oh, Claire says, all things general knowledge, ask Margaret. All things French, ask me, says Claire.
Oh, it's
We
very
do.
true.
Yes.
Very true.
Oh, Margaret says, Downey's local. They call my husband Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. Brilliant. Wikipedia.
Oh,
Oh, dear Lord. Crikey, Wes.
Wikipedia.
Oh.
I like
No
that.
one's ever doing that with Guy. Bless him.
No, I've done a pub quiz with you and Guy.
I know. He got the car question right, and I got the aromatherapy question right, and that was it.
I didn't even get that right, to be honest. I
No,
just
you
drank cider
sat
in
and
the
had a
corner.
pint, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'll just have a pint and let everyone else answer the questions, says Natasha.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fine, Tash. Why not?
I think I had Freddie with me. He was very, very young at the time.
Do you know what?
I don't think.
No, you were pregnant.
Oh, in that case, I
So
wouldn't
you
have been
wouldn't have had a
drinking
pint.
cider.
No, that particular first
Oh.
pub quiz we went to, you didn't have a pint.
I'd have had a blackcurrant and soda, living
Yeah.
the dream. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, it was.
no, it
Yeah, because
was.
you came down my driveway and I was strimming the drive,
With a
wasn't I? And you're like
Giant industrial strimmer. Yeah.
and belly. Yeah.
We saw you in the distance, and I said, I think that's Tash. And Guy said, don't be ridiculous. They've got a giant industrial strimmer. She's like 8 months pregnant. Don't be ridiculous. And I went, no, it'll be Tash. And we got near her, and he was like, oh my God. He's like, I wouldn't lift that. And we just opened the window, and you were like, oh yeah, I'll be in a bit. You just drive around, I'll meet you. I've just got to finish this.
Yeah.
Guy's like, the woman's heavily pregnant and she's got a great big industrial flipping strimmer. Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
if stuff needs trimming, it needs trimming.
I
There's
like
no two ways about
the
that.
what happened around that time of you getting onto the saddle story. I'll tell that one, Tash.
Oh, the saddle story. Oh, Juliet says, I'm kind of new here. How do I get involved in the Pay It Forward for animals? Juliet, you go on to www.natashamakes.com and you put in a search for Pay It Forward. Are they numbered or are they actually labelled with what they are?
They are numbered and labelled now. So what you can also do, actually, if you want to see all of today's products, including the Pay It Forward, because I craftily gave that little tappy tap, just go to the Make It Monday page or the Watch Live page and scroll down and you will see all of today's products, including the 7 so far Pay It Forwards that we've done. I think some of them have sold out and we're not able to replenish, but a lot of them we've just kept stock going, which was never the intention.
No.
We were going to just do one a month and then discontinue them because they are subsidised by us. But no, there's been a few that were just really popular and we thought, while we can, we will help out.
So with the dog Pay It Forward one, what we've done,
has my bobbin run out?
Right, my bobbin.
Like, all the way back there.
Oh no.
Natasha,
Oh no, I'm going to
what is it you
sort it out
said?
for you.
You said to me, and I quote,
Yeah.
it's all right. I think it must have done. Yes.
Right,
Didn't
there you
notice
go.
though, did I?
You chat to people.
Oh, I'll chat to
I'll
people. I'm
sort
good
that
at
out.
that bit.
Go on then.
Yeah, not so much the technical side, aka the bobbins run out. Especially on this one. It's a bit fancy.
It is a bit fancy. And also
fancy.
having to rejig it, you know what I mean, then we're all good.
Apparently we can ask Rebecca all our geography questions.
Oh, good.
Are you a geography teacher, Rebecca, or some kind of geography specialist?
I don't know, geography guru. I love this. Between us, we do have...
We need an online pub quiz, and we will have an area of specialism, I think, from everybody.
Yeah.
We can just see all that off.
Yeah.
I mean, there's various things you could cover. Anything horsey related, definitely, and, well, lots of things, to be fair. I mean, possibly sewing related stuff even. Who knows?
Don't push it.
Crikey.
You'd have Jane for that.
Yeah, we have got Jane for that, for sure. Inga could do all your horticultural based stuff.
Well, and also she would do all your gemology type stuff
based
as well,
stuff,
wouldn't she?
yeah.
She loves a bit of that.
Yeah, for sure.
So whenever Freddie
that's
brings in any kind of stone or anything like that, she'll always tell him where it's come from.
She will.
And
She's
actually
good
he's
like
now
that.
got a book so we can look it up himself.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Ah. Mini Beast just wanted to play a while longer, you see.
I know.
Now, if this had been the UX would have beepity beeped and told us
He would have told us all of that.
You've got 100 stitches left. You need to change your bobbin soon.
I love that it does that
It's
for
really
me.
clever, isn't it?
Especially because I do play bobbin chicken quite a lot.
Super duper.
As
I've just twigged how ridiculously different in height we look. I'm in my flats, can I point out? She's only got a little heel on, but it's ridiculous at the best of times. But
This is why we're Pats and Eds.
we are. Patsy and Eddie. Yeah. Or Dastardly and Muttley, apparently, today. Oh, dear.
Oh dear.
I
Hang
don't
on, well,
know.
well, how did he? Oh no, he wouldn't have laughed, would he? He'd be too busy being dastardly everywhere.
No, exactly. Definitely.
Would be my
Definitely,
thing.
definitely.
Do you know what? I bent the needle. Not the needle.
The
The
threader?
needle threader. So long ago, it took me so long to actually bother to replace it that I've actually forgotten how to use the needle threader now. And Gary put me on a new one when he was here.
You didn't like to say, how do I use that then?
Oh no, I completely forgot. I completely forgot to ask him.
Next time Gary's
What
in,
a
we'll do
plonker
that.
I am.
Yeah, lovely Gary, if anyone missed that show, was with us.
3 hours.
He was with us for
3
3 hours.
hours.
You
Poor
know,
guy.
nearly a couple of weeks ago. Oh, and he's great, isn't he? And he doesn't just talk about the Dukies. He gives loads of advice that's relevant for all sorts of things. Are you going to machine it for me as well?
Yeah, go on.
Ah, you see. you're a
Shall I
good
just
girl.
be your sewing?
Yes.
your
She's there
sewing
now.
person?
She might as well. But yeah, Gary took us through the DX this time as well, didn't he? Not just the UX. So look at you zipping through that at high speed. I was being very careful.
You were.
Very careful.
You were like a learner driver.
Ah, shut up. It's when it's someone else's machine, isn't it? Look at you, woman. Anyone would think you're used to doing high-speed demos on that there telly.
Right, what do I do next?
Oh, you see what you do next, Natasha?
Yes.
What you do next.
Come on then. I can't remember. I can't
Is
remember
she
how to do
make
this pattern. It's been so long.
Long tube. So you're going to match your long ends.
Right.
Just making sure,
Yeah.
actually, that you whack a pin in at the seams, because that's the only thing. It's just there. You know, you want to make sure those match up.
Okay.
Yeah. So do that one, and then just machine all the way down.
Go on, you pin our machine.
Wow, okay. Well, there we both know. Would you pin? Would you pin? Probs not.
Yeah, but let's show everyone how
Should
it
you
should
actually
be
proper in
done.
that?
How it should be done.
Actual proper. Ow. Like not poking yourself.
This is why you chose the red one, so that it wouldn't show.
I know! It's good, isn't it? It's great. Just to be sure, to be sure.
To be sure.
To be sure, to be sure.
Amazing.
Stick some pins in.
But not yourself.
Not
Gemma.
yourself. Don't stick the pins in yourself. Let's not. I love this. You know when you have a ta-da moment on a make?
Yeah.
This is the ultimate ta-da moment because it's a little bit like when you pull the scarves through, you know, out of the magician's hat.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're good. You're good, you're good. I'll whack one there just to make you have to take some pins out, really.
See what it does there.
I'll do that.
So, okay.
Beautiful. Would you like the pin cushion?
Hmm?
Do you want the pin cushion? No. She just puts them to the side.
Because we've got a magnetic pincushion. That is why we
Well,
have the joy
quite.
of the magnetic pincushion.
And it's so that you can do this afterwards, isn't it? You like to go,
Hover.
and every time you do it, you give a little smile. Like,
Do
look
you
at
know,
my magic
it just,
pin cushion.
it makes me so happy. And I do realise how sad that sounds. Like, I do know. I
Small
do know.
pleasures.
Yeah. And that's great, right? I'm easily pleased. Just, you know,
Oh.
don't tell anyone, right?
Oh, this is so lovely. Janine says Gary was amazing. Thanks to him, I had the confidence to carry out a mini service on my UX8 on Saturday.
Yay!
It's amazing how much fluff came out of the bottom, even when I regularly clean out my bobbin area. Do you know, though, it's something that a lot of people don't do. And if people tell me there's a problem with their machine, I unthread it, I take it all to bits, and we clean out the bottom. And it's like
Bob's your uncle.
It's like the world's biggest belly button in there, isn't it, sometimes? Super, super fluffy.
Oh.
And it's not okay. It's not okay.
It's
Not okay.
It's not okay to even
Not
say
okay.
that.
Right, so we now have a lovely long tube.
Right.
Okay. At which point now, we don't turn it through. This is what you always want to do, is turn it all the way out.
This is where I go wrong.
Don't turn it through. You
'Cause
turn
again-
it part way through. So that
Okay.
the two ends meet up here,
Right.
like so,
Okay.
she says. Now, you twisted one once and you got very cross about it. And I
Did
said,
twist
it's
one?
actually brilliant if you put a twist in it. You're not supposed to. But
Wow.
I actually quite like it because then it adds to that sort of twisty, how it sits nicely around your
I
neck.
thought I'd done it wrong.
No.
So it doesn't matter.
You have done it wrong
Oh.
because it doesn't tell you to, but it's not wrong. It's just different, isn't it? Don't you think? And you
I'm
just
gonna
need
go
to
with
machine.
yes.
Yes. You need to machine around this.
Right. Do I have to leave a turny?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, about 2 inches would do it. About 2 inches turning through gap, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You sure?
Do you want more pins? No.
No.
No, of course she doesn't want more pins. She just wants to get on.
But
Get
I do
on.
want to do this, Jem.
Yeah, see, look, this is how much joy she gets from this.
Every time.
Every time.
I used to do entire demos where I just pulled the pins out and threw them all over the desk and just went,
I always keep my magnet away from my machine in case it makes my machine quite cross.
no, you're right.
Here we go. Oh, loads of people saying nice things about Gary. They love Gary.
We love Gary.
We
Everyone
do
loves
too,
Gary.
To be fair. Janine says, I also now have a printed copy of the manual, which I didn't have before. It arrived the day after I requested it. It's good, isn't it?
Oh, they are good.
Oh, Ali B also went straight after watching him. She went straight and cleaned her machine.
Good.
Fluff everywhere.
Hey!
It's really satisfying, though.
It's really satisfying.
It really is. And I think the fear of taking it apart is soon cast aside when you get the satisfaction of all the fluff.
Yeah. There are some things in life, aren't there? It's like those YouTube videos that you get of people finding ingrown hairs. I find them fascinating.
Yes.
And I don't know why. There's something so gruesome about them. I'm just like, how does that happen in someone's body? I don't understand. Right.
Beautiful. Now,
There's your turning through. Do I get to do
this
this
is your
bit?
ta-da moment.
Do I get to ta-da
you
all
do.
over the shop?
So in goes the hand and pull it through like the rabbit out of the hat. It really is, or like the scarves out of the hat. You know, and they had one in there. They just put one little white one in, and then they start pulling, and it's all these different colours. Through they come. Look. Vicky said this bit was just like so exciting for her.
Magic!
Ta-da!
Yay! We've
And
done
then you
it!
literally just machine up or slip stitch that little join, that little opening, and it's done. And the original instructions do show you how to put a pom-pom trim all the way down the length, so it would come all the way round, which is beautiful.
Yes.
But for a plainer make, see, look, she's going to whack it through the machine. She's so like me. I like a bit of slip stitching, actually. I do like to sit and do that in front of the telly, but with these, I just think you can't see it because it bunches round. It's very unlikely
You'd have to
you'd
look
see
very
it.
closely, wouldn't you?
I love watching you both, a double duo. So much fun. I mean, that's what this lot have to put up with all day, every day. When having an opening, I double pin so I remember to stop, says Susan. That's such a good tip, isn't it? Such a good tip. Now, this would go with the top you had on first time this morning. Oh, I love this. You need to scoot it round a little bit so we get a bit of Dorothy, I feel. There we go. Yeah, look at that. But you just, you know, scrunchy it. And actually, the scrunchier it is, the better. Am I dressing you now as well? Are we doing this? Yeah, and actually when you've worn them a few times and they've got a bit scrunchy.
They sort of soften, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Or whack it through the wall.
But it just, look, there you go. And then I just do that a little bit so you can get a little peep of the jumble and then some Dorothy and then geraniums and then a bit more jumble. And you just, you give it a good old scrunch.
You know how some people are really good at scarves?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear me because my mic's down there. Really good at... It's that person
Ed says as well, my mum.
that's really good at making a scarf look really good. I just whack it on and go out the door. You zhuzh it.
Zhuzh. Bit of zhuzh.
You know that?
I can do.
Go on.
Yeah, why not?
Zhuzh that, my love.
I'm about to make a horrible noise in here as well then. Whoop.
Whoop.
Let's just put this down. Sure. Everyone's like, ah! Crackle, crackle noise.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I do love that one too.
This one was, it was classic your colours, wasn't it?
I know. And I know that they're not your colours so much,
It's all right.
but they still look fabulous.
I will have a go. We'll rock those too.
They look really different, don't they?
Yes, and this is the thing Vicky said, is that because she's so new to sewing, and it's a new make every week that she's having a go at.
That's the way to do
Make
it,
a
isn't
quilt,
it?
you know.
I
Make a
know.
little quilt.
She came in on Friday. She appeared and went, I've bought some wadding, and I need it.
Yeah. send her a little custom invoice through and just went, pay that.
Yes.
That's what you need.
Pay that and
Pay
collect.
that. I'm getting Inga to cut it. Just go and collect it. But yeah, she's made these in so many different colours for friends. And she said it's just such a lovely, proud moment that they can kind of put it on, and she sits there and goes, because she chooses the colours to
that's
suit the
just
people.
it, yeah.
And
So what
yeah.
we've done with the colourways, I can't even show you because I've left my switchy thing over there. This is the one that I've got, the reds and the pinks. Well, it's pinks and teals, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you've got your cooler colours. See, that would really suit my mum.
yeah, mine too.
If you wear black, so this would look really lovely with what you're wearing.
Super dramatic, yeah.
Would be
really
gorgeous.
nice.
But then this is the colourway that I'd imagined for you.
Oh, really?
Because the orange is in there.
Yeah.
And I know that you love an orange.
I will wear an orange, yeah.
Yeah. So we've got them all there. So have a play, have a go. Tomorrow we're going to make the brown paper bag.
We are. I'm
Lunch
so
bag.
excited.
Me too. Me too.
And listen. And it feels amazing as well. And the beautiful thing is, the more scrunchy it gets, the
better it
beautiful
looks.
gets.
The better it looks. Ian's got his eye on this one.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So I really like that. Yeah,
exciting.
of course you do. Of course you do. So we shall be making that tomorrow with more goodies. But yeah, make sure that you make the most of the discount that you've got on that today. Make sure you make the most of the discount you've got on the caves today.
Yes.
Grab yourself your book because it's got so many amazing 16 different makes in there, which works out under £1 a pattern. When you put it like that, would be rude not to.
Yeah, it's $9.99.
Yeah, all of
That's
that.
not to love.
I've got to go and press some buttons. I'm going to leave you there.
You have.
I have.
You left that
Pressing,
there iPad
but
over there,
I
haven't you?
did. I came to your aid
Oh.
and your help. But guys,
true.
thank you very much
to
for
see you.
joining us today, and
We'll
we
see you
will
tomorrow.
see you tomorrow with more fabulous makes.
We will.
And goodies galore. Yes.
That we will.
Give us a wave, Jem.
Bye.
Bye.